stop him from having a look, but they are holding for this. Chopper anticipating. And yeah, Patsy will get the info. It should be a dead Simple. How is he not dead? How is he not dead? Electronic, the bodyguard, has scored 2 out of the double swing.
Well, it's the pistol round. One round where you know the Ts won't be dropping too much utility towards the mid corridor here. So taking full advantage of that is Simple and the lads, as you just have 2 more to find now. Siren and Magix with the P250, and that will strike for the death of Simple, but wanting to jostle for more. Magix on the jiggle has seen enough and will now reroute, looking... Oh, no, he's coming back. Siren and Magix with a peek from either side of mid. And, well, that's it for Siren. So, it's the Magix 1-on-4.
I've got a useless bit of info for you.
That's my favorite type of info. If he gets one more.
Okay. NaVi have a 100% win rate on ANUBIS.
They won it in 2 very close matches, right?
Yeah.
One was overtime, one was 16-14, yeah?
All right, geek. But yeah, you are right. It was liquid in complexity as well. They haven't beaten like a European adversary. But yeah, taking down 2 of the North American squads in very close affairs. But it's not a map that they've necessarily, you know, been immediate adopters of.
That's how I like my affairs. Definitely close.
Yes, yes, close and perhaps
intimate.
A little intimate and secretive. As you don't know how much work NaVi have put into ANUBIS. You know, Spirit are basically, this is them going, we've watched your 2 games. I don't know if you're really, you know, putting too much work into this.
And we think we're quite serviceable on this map, because it's something that Spirit have returned to several times. Get out a few more nades. So they are a little bit lacking, but it's actually better than I expected here. A bit of a default spread. Magic's outside B, Chopper top mid. You can see Perfecto here through Dark, just trying to spam and see if he can catch Patsy, who will be the individual tasked with making his way up Canal. Wonderful on the T stairs to support Siren over towards A main. And it's a 3-1-1 split of the defenses right now for NaVi in the early stages. It's that lurk smoke that we see Siren like to lob out. He tends to follow that up with a Molotov as well over towards the fountain position. And there it is, so clearing out close A main.
It's really nice because it puts the A defense on no notice. And you can see it's pulled Electronic out of middle. 3B though. Spirit, they don't have to rush things, but you can see they've got a lot of the canal control.
It is a B split here, so it's forced Simple to rotate over towards mid here. So he's had to acknowledge that. The smoke drop, oh, that's a nice down onto Perfecto here. I'm curious if Chopper's going to call the cancel. So the re-smoke, and now they're flirting with different options here. Chopper wants to make sure there's no mid-push.
Bit just cleared main. Siren is nowhere to be seen.
Well, Electronic's rotating and Simple as well now, so good read of the situation here from NaVi.
They should have their finger on the pulse, and options for Chopper through middle. Bit will be responsible. Patsy to try and be the opening blow.
Don't think there's time to call them back to A now. Has to be the B finish. This one's getting dicey.
Yeah,
25 seconds here, Alex.
Yeah, they're running back.
They are. Does Magix have time to get the whole way back?
It's a long old run. He might have to drop out of mid-bridge. The smoke from Patsy's nice towards the temple side. Chopper has this rotation lock. They have to go the long way around through the beach.
12 seconds.
This is tight.
10 seconds.
God, he's definitely pulled his socks up, tied his laces. 3, 2, 1. Magix will plant.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. A 4 versus 3 retake, but they do get into the A site. Simple close up. And they rotate through mid. NPL and Perfecto a little later to the party. Siren, a nice angle.
No flank here. Patsy is currently holding, but will need to support his team as the fight's coming through.
Ooh, this is dangerous to waters now. Patsy has main. Magic's first contact. Siren delivers the headshot, puts us into a 3-on-3. 2 walking down those stairs. Magix delivers good damage. Perfecto cut down to 8 HP on the jiggle. Siren still does find another. Bomb is planted so wide. It's so perfect. And what a recovery. Team Spirit. It felt like NaVi were doing everything right in terms of moving them around, denying the control, retaking the info, and being in the right place at the right time. How does it still fall apart?
I can't believe that Magix gets the bomb down. That was the key to the whole round for me right there. I didn't even think they were going to get it down at all. And you're right. NaVi felt like they were moving very proactively across the map with the information that they were garnering here, but giving them a lot of room. You could see how much space they were given here as the bomb was getting planted. I don't think they thought it was going to go down in time right there. Opting to play retake, and we've heard from some players who think that in number disadvantage main, right, he's actually quite proactive here towards the B side of the map. He has Patsy alongside for the riders. Simple will peer on out, take the fight, and loses his life. Patsy with another molly. That's going to play forward. Perfecto has to fight. He's gone too.
That's really convincing stuff out of Spirit. NaVi stubborn in dark. Electronic, he is getting a little inquisitive on towards the double doors, doesn't commit to the mid-push bridge.
Rush and I yesterday were doing a lot of theory on like different ways that you could be aggressive on the CT side because we discussed the lack of options.
Yeah.
I think the problem is when we think of being aggressive on the CT side, we kind of think of it through one linear plane, one position that we push.
Yeah.
I feel that you have to take fights on multiple fronts because at that way their default won't be able to cover everything because they'll be responding to help all the info.
One of my favorite components and examples of that is when you have the mid players doing their smoke like slightly late in mid round and then peeking and pressuring that canal across A. Like it really limits your options. Here they come out of dark, NPL to be tested, and he's been spotted out. His backpack betrays him, and it looks like we're going to have a flawless Spirit round here. All 5 alive. Not much to be celebrated for Bit and Electronic.
Yeah, nice round there. Really well handled. And this was obviously against a hodgepodge-looking purchase here, considering where the finances are at for NaVi. We will tie things up quite early here. Now, here's the question as well. We know that Spirit can do it on the CT side, and we know that Spirit can do it on the T side. The question is, what is par for the course for NaVi? How many do they need to be competitive here? What's a good CT side look like for NaVi? I feel like 6 rounds should be pretty happy with that. So we'll have to keep track, because that was perfect crosshair placement there from Patsy and Siren as well on the punish. So beautiful stuff. 2 quick kills. And that was practically the round right there. Oh, I can hear Rush.
Yeah, where is he?
Oh, he's playing table tennis right now.
I see.
He has his, I heard him say, oh, by Rush rules, that's not allowed. He has his own rules.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Understand when they can pressure certain fights. So you're just isolating. I don't love the left side obelisk smoke like that, but I do like it if you just want to pressure fights like this against pistols. If it's against a gun round, it's probably not as effective, but against a... Oh, light of buy. Good transition there from Patsy onto MPL. They've triple smoked that same position. As we can see with X-Ray, Siren isn't aware that they are just floating across the top mid here. Did you know as well, those wooden windows, right, that are boarded up, those exist over towards rugs too.
Oh.
Yeah.
As in
there they are.
There's a wallbang opportunity?
Well, no, those are the ones. Jay, can you go find the ones at rugs, please?
You can try.
We won't have a cam for it. He'll probably, you know. Sorry, Jay. There you, to the right. Yeah, there you go. There they are. Good stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if that has any application. Probably not. I just wanted to highlight it for everybody playing at home.
I don't know. I'm sure Anders is watching, and we'll spend a couple of hours.
Where he can wallbang through.
Yeah. Simple. Might lose.
Oh, bomb sticking out.
Oh, that's a little extra bitter pill. They just added a little extra Tabasco to the pill before he's forced to swallow it.
Yeah, you don't want to be finding yourself in that type of a scenario, do you? Well, should be able to buy back in here. Not too many qualms. It's curious with ANUBIS, right? And when we're starting off this series, especially after how the last one went, right? It went all 3 maps. It was very...
In your face shape.
Okay.
And maybe a little exhale through
So acknowledged.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
For example, if I said, refusing to go to the gym is a form of resistance training, you're not going to laugh.
Nah,
but it's like
a...
I see. Electronic responsible for middle.
There.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it, but respect to the internet. It's giving me a chuckle or two. And we are walking on in. Simple, actually very forward position with Bit, and a great headshot back. Wonderful, quick to the draw. Simple will trade. That's Electronic, so they know there's another A. There's gaps everywhere else. Who's going to be surging forward to find them? Patsy's still poking and prodding in the dark. 3 outside A, and it's just Simple. Responsible. And hunting, long range, loses his life, and they'll lose the sight to follow. They are really static as well. Like, Spirit are more than happy to just wait this one out.
Yeah, they don't need to rush.
This is what they were doing a lot. When we were casting them yesterday.
Against fours?
Against fours. Was that yesterday? That wasn't. But they would just do these stops. They would happily like just cut noise, anticipate, hold, and their individuals are so good for this space taking. Like now, Patsy can walk into B for free, right? Well, they just waited enough.
I think the best indication we have of their map awareness is Magic's on that around the world rotation of getting the bomb down in time. Because I don't know how long it was going to take him to run
22 seconds.
And it was damn close.
Yeah.
What are we talking? A second to half a second of him potentially not getting that bomb down? And that's assuming he doesn't flub any of his movement. That's assuming that he doesn't get shot at all during any of that. So a good understanding of that rotation time and a good understanding of the map here being highlighted from Team Spirit as they have been able to secure their 4th. And if they take these rifles away from NaVi, oh dear.
Yeah. They are going to probably take him, aren't they? Look at Patsy. He's already cleared out all of that. And confirmation of presence. And now Chopper waits. He's like, I'll get my troops in order. I'll get all my pawns on the board. You've wasted util, you've lost Perfecto, and it's only NPL trying as hard as he can to hold on to the rifle.
He's very fortunate here. He can get away. Patsy was the only one on the flank.
He's on it. And it looks like there's enough time. Just around the corner. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Doesn't know how close he was to that one right there. But another round. And already off to a flyer here, our Spirit. Now, once again, in case you are just joining us here for the ESL Pro League Season 17 group stages, where the hell have you been? But more importantly, what does this game mean? Well, the winner of this one will be locking themselves into the round of 16. But you have to keep it jarring towards B main with...
Whoa, Patsy.
Yeah, hold up.
Patsy's through the mid-smoke. Electronic goes down, and already this round now slips into disarray.
I saw it, and I didn't believe it. I was like, why is...
Oh, Simple's just had his head handed to him.
Oh, dear.
They can go anywhere they want. Spotted! Change my mind. Change my mind. Mid rotates back on the menu, boys.
Okay, a little bit audacious from Patsy there, trying to find the timing on that push. Gives up his life here, but execute towards B. Still coming through. Perfecto. On the glyph position. Chimed in MPL again with another. The molly's perfect. Wonderful goes down, and what looked like a great opener is simmered out quite quickly here for Spirit.
Well, we do know they've got 20 seconds before they need to start running to A. Magix has demonstrated that just in the rounds prior.
Well, all three of them are here, so hard to see them break this. They giving up HP here, so unless Uncle Chop Chop
from his chop shop, looking for 3. Crossfire established. You can see this bit set for success. Finish it. Good trade catch from NPL before Chopper found himself back into the dark. So we have 19 seconds. Got a triple out of NPL on this B site. Used the B anchor.
Nice little jump peeks there from him as well, just to get that information. So the jig is up. Magix will be saving, and that is now going to be the third round on the board for NaVi. So I wouldn't say whirring into action, but yeah, recovered is probably a better word to use for that scenario right there.
And I mean, you can see that this has been a flying start from Spirit, but just by looking at their cash, I mean, 2 players over the 10,000 mark. Patsy pretty close to it as well.
How do you feel about Simple having his notes? I know it's Simple, I'm not questioning him, I'm just asking your opinion. And maybe you at home could also play this game, but having his notes on the mousepad. I can't have anything on the mousepad.
Are they actually, like, paper on? I mean,
in the center, so like it's like keyboard, mousepad, notes here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wouldn't be my personal preference.
No, because if my hand hit the notes,
do you know there's nothing
built up setup and having to rotate through beach, and they're just searching. They're just searching. Spotted out one now on the jump that pushes through. Chopper found Perfecto, and the trade is there. MPL gone to.
Holy, that's around. That should be around. Simple has come back around. Let's see if he's allowed to hit anything. Obviously hoping that they jump across the flash there just to be diligent. A safe plant from Wonderful, so yeah.
What a cool little heads-up decision from Chopper. He understands when Magic sees him on the jump spot that is the defender of Long, pushes in, isolates the player towards Dark, and even gets the double up there. Great decision-making from Spirit.
Yeah, they look good on this map. I mean, just playing that T side very well, you do expect to see the T's, successful more often than not on ANUBIS. But this will be their 6th already, and we're only in, 9 rounds deep.
Yeah, as I said, if NaVi can, and this is the thing with NaVi, and this is whether or not they still have any of their same identity left, and we will see that now through this lower bracket run, but is them eking out halves and eking out wins, right? Like, a NaVi game can be 9-3, and then they still end up winning the half 9-6, and then they win the pistol, and then they win a force buy, and then they're back in the game, and then it's round for round, but they end up closing, right? A NaVi game, traditionally a close one. Great second shot there from Chopper, isn't it? Transfers across to MPL.
Support, so it's actually like a straight 2-on-2 here. It should be Simple's frag, unless their jiggles are really that aware, because Bit will be able to engage as well. Yeah, lovely, wonderful down, Bit undiscovered.
You know the setup, though, if you're Siren now, that's where you're hoping for a reaction elsewhere from your team. So Patsy and Chopper are walking across the mid-bridge here, but that's been telegraphed because of the util.
Yeah, look, Simple's already there. Should be a nice collection onto Patsy. Good hold and good awareness from NaVi as they look to post their first real convincing CT round. Chopper has other plans. Simple should have him, and does, with a lovely flick of the wrist.
Might be up for the ace here. They're coming towards A.
Yeah. Bit's got an AWP to play as well. Goes wide on that smoke. Should have them dead to right. Using that smoke, though, for the element of surprise and a quick adjustment. Bit puts his name in the feed.
Both of the Orpus.
Yeah. Magnetized to the smoke as well as Simple, and it's only Siren. He would love the bomb. They hear the pin pull, and it seems like it is just a matter of time. Bit for his 3rd frag total, 2nd in the round. Simple got that triple.
Oh, he's so close to it, isn't he? And Bit will grab that. He'll pick it up. All right, well, I was about to ask the question because we know that double orbs are very prevalent on a map like ANUBIS, especially on the CT side.
They've cleared their corners, and the bomb is not with them.
No, the best call right now for Spirit, they're unawares of this, is if they were to do an A execute, which they have enough utility for. They're still trying to condition the map here. If they go over towards B, Perfecto is playing wood, right, in the connector over towards the B side, so he will be able to rotate in quick smart. MPO just playing for info, and Simple, he's actually starting to live forward for a fight here.
It's a tough one. Siren should be dead. Knows he's likely still around the corner, and Simple will go looking. Bang! Oh! Siren! Immediate reaction. And Simple now dead. Wonderful with a very diligent clear and a 7th in the bank. Really just crossing their T's, dotting their I's. They're playing it by the book.
I don't know if we can see that from Siren's POV, but if we could,
if we can,
that's that one is a fancy one right there, because he was between multiple different positions, just stutter stepping, picking between Canal as well as the push from the dark position, but covers it off, and now it's just Bit to try and retain this AWP. Magics, I think he has other plans. Locked on in, he's going to spot the back, and a dink is there. Patsy not going to be able to accelerate in time, but Siren will try. They have a molly on Wonderful. He might be the player to flush it out, dropping into the side. Bit, he's going to go down. A good hunt there from Siren. A great round from Siren. Those 2 kills, both very impactful here. That's how it started. See, Patsy has so limited options on what... Okay, it looks like he has more time than he even needed there, didn't it?
From Simple's POV, I mean, woof.
Just gets shattered, doesn't he?
It's just because he saw that model move from looking away straight to their head, and Siren very happy with that one. Bang, yeah, oh my.
Simple has to fight. He has to stand and fight. He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, decision's been made for him, but it is Patsy. Usually has good restraint, knows when and how to pick his duels. Nade looks great, destined for glory onto NPL, softening them both as Electronic does catch a perfect
needed that
timing.
One.
Not so perfect spray.
It's just awkward as well, right? It's one thing to go, oh, Electronic should have that kill, but you look at Patsy there. He's running around like a headless chook because he's not expecting it. He's transitioning, then he gets caught with a nade in the hand, then he's trying to have, evasive maneuvers, and now they're trying B again.
One thing that Obelisk smoke does do that's nice is stop the dark angle. You can't hold that dark walkout, and it leaves Perfecto kind of on his own for this one. Options are so limited. 4-on-4 and sprayed at, tagged up. Still, it's Perfecto standing strong for a second, gets the bomb loose. And with 35 left, they have to count on Magics. He is going to have to make a move. The rotation is here. Bodies are everywhere. Simple dead. Finished off by Magics. Bit can't trade as Magics racks another head, and Perfecto hasn't gone too far. Wonderful will double up for their 8th.
In that situation, they're trying to make sure Perfecto doesn't get overrun. But you could see with his body language reaction there, it's like, boys, I did so much. Can somebody else just contribute here? And that was a buy where they had a couple of MP9s and AWP. It wasn't a pretty buy for Navi either. And this is Patsy with those maneuvers to pick up the opening onto Electronic, who's going to be kicking himself, considering how much Perfecto did from this back plat position here. Just laying down the law onto 2, but Magic's what a hit of your own. And when you hear it pin, you throw your own nade back.
Yeah, well, that certainly would be fighting fire with fire.
You can molly that position. That was part of my aggro that I was building there. Yeah. So you only saw the mid prong. You didn't see the B prong.
There's a B prong too.
Oh, there's a B prong.
Multiple fronts, you said.
Yes, indeed.
I'd love to be one of your prongs on an ANUBIS. We'll see. Maybe some counter on the agenda, as we got Bit, Simple, and Electronic. This is quite a fierce defensive A, and they look like they were going to execute into it. I mean, there is grounds for a commitment. You've got Patsy quite deep up mid, and he hasn't had anyone there. Bit is going to have 1 to his name.
They have to cancel. They have to go back to B. You can't pull this off. There is no way you can stick the landing on this.
Patsy's activating.
Oh, timing.
Electronic, you walking
through the
smoke. Oh, that's perfect.
Fortunate.
Yeah. Couldn't have gone any better. And now looking for that 5th round. It looks all too good for Navi. Handling it here. Wonderful is posted. Perfecto knows there's an AWP in play, so yeah.
Just back off, boys. You don't need to save these. You got plenty of cash for a buy into the next here. You might even get overrun as time starts to expire. MPL, boys, you got to be a little bit more careful on the Navi side of things. They can drop him a gun. It's not too many qualms, but doing more of the same. Siren This time we'll be marching forward for a little bit of this A main control, but we do have exchanges across the map here as Electronic is being made to work for this.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can. He's putting in a real good shift here. And Patsy...
Chasing ghosts is Electronic, isn't he?
Yeah, it's really, really hard. I mean, usually it's a two-man job, is it not? Like, most defenses have started to send a second, at least for the initial engagement. Once you can kind of either take down Patsy or feel like you have a safe set of control, you cheat one back. But yeah, it's all on Electronic, and it keeps leading to Spirit having their clutches into mid. Then they could throw this smoke from Chopper. And yeah, the molly's not going to work. You have to push on it, and Perfecto is. Oh, timing, everything. Patsy caught, traded though by Magix. Looks like 10 is on the menu. A rotation through the beach. Put Simple and Bit side by side to defend this A site.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Team Spirit fall back here. You were talking about these pauses. Well, this would be one time to do exactly that. You know Perfecto is the dark player. So where is everybody else? Simple. Moving around an awful lot with that AWP. And oh, look at this. Chopper is threading the absolute needle here, going the path of least resistance through the backlines in towards the B bomb site, making sure with these diligent clears that nobody is home. And that is the case indeed. MPL has also rotated the long way around here, so usher themselves in for a free bomb site. The bomb will go down, and they can even position themselves in aggressive post-plant scenarios if they would like.
Siren's even coming in A late just to make sure. It's the last round of the half. They will go for it. Give it everything they've got. The beans, if you will.
Should be a flash from Simple to facilitate this. Nope, never mind. Flash is later than the peak. MPL already tagged on down.
Siren caught on his way back through Temple, looking to get that flank. So there is something to be said, but time of the essence. Magic's there, and Spirit.
Both have been all 30 or more. So let's see what Blade and his boys can bring through in this second half of play. It's two P250s dropped from Electronic to Simple and Bit respectively, and a flash for good measure. So he's going to allow these pistols to search, or is he?
Okay.
He's going to be the one to take the fight first.
Yeah, but there's some info flowing. Magic's wanted to win that jiggle battle. And Perfecto equipped with a P250, which is very good for leveling the odds up against the USP.
Yeah, picking that up off the corpse of Bit. So they're keeping them in play. And they do have MPL with the smoke double flash here, but he also has the bomb on his back as Chopper is starting to search for info. He did this quite well against FaZe the other day. He was consistently more to a mid-round Thorn, whereas you saw MPL's little inquisitive missions were earlier on in the play. But check this out. Oh, Perfecto! Wonderful's head of watermelon.
Oh, that's disgusting. Someone get me some water. Perfecto is on fire with that P250.
And
gross.
Electronic, check this out. He's already wormed his way in towards B, is pushing up the lane towards spawn. Chopper's going to clear mid, sure. Siren's going to push A main, but there's nobody home. There's no action available here because the bomb will be going down towards B momentarily.
We talk about leveling the odds, Chad. Yeah, that's a dream example given immediately by Perfecto. Two of those B players fall long range from T-Stairs. This is a hopeless mission for Siren. Simple's never going to let that one go.
But let this one sit on your ears.
Yeah.
So NaVi will have 6 rounds after this, but they will have converted both of the pistol rounds. So that's showing that the gun rounds is where some of their bigger issues have come from. So sure, it's great that they've picked this one up. Let's see how this T-side campaign is able to continue going forward here. I feel like the second round type of buy from Spirit here is going to be very indicative as to how much resistance we can expect or inspect, because we are watching.
Inspector Gadget. Sorry.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm just listening to those two children over there at the table tennis table just going nuts at one another.
Yeah. I mean, it's a best of 7, apparently.
And, well, yeah, it's a best of 7. Who is standing somewhat aggressive. Simple lining up some util towards B. Bit and Perfecto down in towards the canal here. And this does look at least like they want to search on towards the site. Now, will they account for this double AWP setup? Magix is on the
Little firework?
Yeah. Oopsie daisies.
And we're off. Magic's so blind. That double orb in a lot of trouble now. Magic still connects one, but surely going to go down. Yeah, Toes exposed, and everybody knows It's a 9th for Navi.
That's one of the scary things about B, especially if you're committed into the site, because you can get exploded on at any time. If they have canal control and they have B main control and you don't have any info, they can both start teaming in through those choke points. There's lurk smokes that you can drop forward from the main position to get out on towards jail. I learned from JKS they call that position flowers in G2.
Flowers, it's a lot of syllables.
I don't think there's any flowers there.
Flowers.
Yeah.
2 syllables, Alex, not 3.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to fly over there and see if there's any flowers there. Let me have a look. There's no flowers there.
No, there is a slight minor shrub.
And we call it jail.
Well, this isn't jail. This is actually the little goblin corner.
The little goblin. Oh yeah, that is goblin.
Can we call it goblin?
Yeah, that right there, this one here, goblin.
Definitely goblin.
That's why we called this platform G-Spot.
Yes, because there's glizzy, glyph, and goblin.
Yeah.
And I would hazard a guess that it seems that NaVi, their 100% win rate of ANUBIS and close games might continue here. Wonderful's going to eat a flashbang. What do you reckon? Dry?
Dry. Like the onions.
Dry as hell. And a quick one back as the 5-7 is the perfect weapon. So Simple seems to agree.
Yeah, he definitely agrees right there, but Magix, it's his turn.
Yeah, I don't like this spot. He's in trouble. Head just has to be on a swivel. They've even tagged him through the smoke. So
That's not nice.
Rude awakening for Simple. And one slips the net. One meets his fate, and Simple's happening. He has started to awaken.
Oh, electronic. You're...
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, you were in a slight bit of danger for a moment there, but Siren's gone all the way through spawn. The bomb will be planted now.
NPL's going to get this info.
He shouldn't jump up on the... He shouldn't have jumped up on the box. But that's all right.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah. There's too many... yeah.
Get a jump.
They're going to win the round anyway. Yeah. Max loss bonus on the other side. So we're all tied up here, 10-10. Siren, are you really? No, of course you're not. Of course you're not. You've got a smoke. Well, that's $300. You got a HE, that's another 300. You got a bloody flash, that's 200, right? So we add those together, Alex. That's the bloody 800 smackaroos right there, plus 400 for the fuse kit. We're up to $1,200, and that's just utility alone.
Sorry. No, I'm not going to do that one.
All right. Boom goes the dynamite. There we are, 10-10. Ben 10.
Oh, I'm a child. That is good.
Why? Today they're really tickling your pickle, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a funny, goofy mood.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Will glass coffins be a success? Remains to be seen.
Till ready and wonderful on that AWP line. There's the flash. Nothing. Ooh. The flash did nothing.
Yeah, but wonderful did not actually hit his target. It's very rare for me to be saying that. Fortunately, he's got Siren he can depend upon. And it will lead to what looks to be a rather disadvantageous round for the remaining Navi. 2.5 players left to their own devices. Nice division of labor for Spirit. They got a 2-2 split at their defense for now.
Alex, I will say this. If they execute B with the residual smoke and molly that is left over from Simple here, sorry, A, not B, then there's a real chance that they can still win this round. They've given Electronic the smoke, which I assume will be for the heaven position. They could also throw a molly side or towards brick. So, yeah, here you go. Simple's going to line something up himself. So they're sending MPL in to have a little bit of a looky-loo here.
Smoked off. They do not cross. A nice NPL onto Patsy. You're right, Chad.
Very winnable.
Very, very winnable. Siren's got no options with that smoke down. They will now get the second towards Akon. Siren... with that low HP, yes. Felt like an inevitability.
Save.
But the remaining 2 members of Spirit will just have to hold on to what they can.
I think the thing with this A bomb site is that you either play full retake, right? You make sure you don't give over any bodies if they are going to execute on towards your site and then play retake with the number advantage, or you need to make sure that you're in such a cheese position that you get one and done. You cannot put yourself in a spot where you can easily be mollied and picked off and your team can't help you. If you're going to play retake B, then you need to play for, sorry, A, then you need to play for information elsewhere. So this one here, you could just see how it's unfolded. We've watched enough ANUBIS here at Pro League to understand exactly how rounds like that could unfold.
After the fall of the... Wow, I didn't know we got like a full history lesson.
Was that in spawn? I can go and find it. Let me see if I can find it.
So ancient bathhouse. I wonder if Bowden Master was running it. Siren getting 2 here when they were coming early towards the A main. It was big.
Dump throughout. The pistols and conversion in both halves going in their favor here. And now looking to close things down and continue their untarnished record. Wonderful
Nice.
again. This time not turning his backs. Found the double up. Looking for the third. Yes, please. That is a serving and a half right there as all three Navi members are removed. And it's just Simple and MPL left.
Yeah, Simple's going to work some magic. Don't just you wait.
Well, we can't win this one.
I said wait. Patsy, dead now, of course. Bomb on the back of Simple as the 1v5 starts to take shape.
It's impossible,
No,
Alex.
Chad, watch
it's
this.
impossible.
No, watch this.
It's not going to happen.
But you're not watching.
I am watching.
Okay, good.
But I see too many foot faults for poor Simple.
I don't see a universe where he doesn't win this because you see what happens is he saves. He's actually got 14k. He could, he should.
Wait.
He's going to clear the goblin.
He's
Bang! And now he's going to molly die.
Nah.
That's fine.
Nah.
Well, I didn't want him to win anyway.
Nah.
He's going to save. Chopper's dead too. Ah!
Ooh, well, that's after time, but as you mentioned, 14k, not the end of the
Yeah,
world.
that's a lot. That's plenty of cash.
And their first CT round, Spirit are on the board.
Certainly better than not being on it.
Could you imagine getting 3 kills like this from Wonderful and then not winning the round?
Yeah,
I'd
that
unplug
would-
my keyboard and go home.
Yeah, I think you just start wrapping it up. You know, just start acting like the game's over.
Yeah, thanks, boys. To let Justin out in a lot of different ways, I would imagine. I think Jason
yeah.
Lakes are pretty... But I think it's more that you can't make those moves mid-season.
No, that's true too, because teams just are straight up committed to the season.
Exactly.
Yeah, understood.
Here's a push.
And there's a frag. Patsy onto Electronic, and I love this from Chopper. There's no way NPL was anticipating that. A deeper smoke. If you can just get a little funky when jiggy with your smokes, you can lull them into a false sense of security.
But everything this round from Spirit has been great. There's been proactivity throughout. The mid push, the B fight, and Siren just got flash forward for a kill as well. He didn't get a chance to connect any
I hate
shots.
this position now for Siren. He's in so much trouble.
He has support, however.
That's nice. I'd love that smoke now. Yes, Wonderful gets it down, but through comes Bit, an opportunity now to hunt down to Wonderful. Still a threat on the AWP. Simple keeps it at least winnable. And this frag from Perfecto will do a lot. Yeah, perfect. On to Patsy, now levels it out into a 2-on-2. The rotation's a little slow, labored, as Magix comes all the way around. Wild Chopper through the Acon. Simple's already posted for this. They've got everything covered.
Hard round to win right now for Team Spirit.
Someone has to take a risk, and it's just not a favorable duel here. Magic's dead to Simple's AWP as he racks up a second. And it's held by Perfecto. Good headshot, anticipating the second, closing the gap, scaring out Simple. The smoke's not bad. Forces Simple.
Oh, Chopper! That is naughty!
Beauty! Sheesh kebab!
He was so calm about that too.
Skewers Simple. I want to watch that one again. That
What a
was
guy.
so sexy. The smoke, Simple edging forward, and just that little inaccuracy as well as the speed by which he found the head. That was just hot Counter-Strike.
Oh, and Chopper, what a round. He found that impactful kill on MPL with that smoke push,
Go on.
but this is the one. Beautiful from him. Just late with the baskets, Molly. The flash forward. Sector clear, he calls. Plenty of util available for NaVi to follow through on towards this A site. Siren and Wonderful up close.
All right then, Wonderful.
They love this, don't they? They love this setup.
Yeah, and it more often than not. Oh yeah, nice from Perfecto. Yeah, that's enough to break the setup. Bit will swing, and a Wonderful surely dead now. Siren, bodyguard. Oh, the flashes. He's alive.
Jeez
How is he
Louise.
alive? How? Flash turn, action elsewhere. Electronics trying to get into B. He's done well to find the first. Magix will live on. And now Navi, yeah, they are separated.
Patsy's here. He's got the back turn.
Ooh.
MPL.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Simple wins these. No, he doesn't. I told another lie.
Another one.
Another one. I've been lying a lot today. I'd
You've
like
been
to apologize.
fibbing a lot, Alex.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But they're white lies. They're for the excitement of the game, guys.
Yes.
Because if he wins it, Alex will go nuts.
I would. Like full macadamia.
I'd like a Brazil if I could. Vitality, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just the similar colors. So.
You see Bits M4? You had the iBuy Power and Titan Hollow on a cowl.
Kids loaded.
Kids roll.
Could buy a house with that in some parts
Yeah.
of the world.
Yeah. Legit. And that's all that Bit really cares about. I remember the first time I met him, he was in Stockholm and he was refreshing the esports earnings page.
Oh, see how high up he was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Shot from Chomp onto Electronic from Electronic onto Chopper. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Nice shot from Electronic onto Chopper.
And weapon from Chopper to Perfecto.
B split.
And Vergix is a solid secondary on the AWP. NPL has been spotted and executed as Siren. Such a thorn in their side. He's hard to get rid of. Flash to bait. Flash successful. Molly's not gonna do too much. And Simple has to find the frag. Great. As the bomb goes down, Bit. This is a big flank from Patsy. And Electronic is quick to the draw.
Double ult retake.
Yeah, unideal. And a smoke kit's nice on Wonderful, but do they really want to give it a go? Electronic has to play safe. Simple, you can see he's being proactive, and ooh, he's giving it up. Okay, the double ult retake is 14.
I feel if they just wait against Simple, they know he's going to peak at some point, right? You see the same kind of situation with the Chopper clutch. You knew as he drops that smoke, Simple is likely not to play in the smoke, but to look for that fight with the options that were left available to him here. So really good patience on this, and great job from Magix, who was one of the opening frags over towards this B bomb site here. And well, this is the most important out of all the kills.
And actually, it's a frag that's easy to overlook, but the one onto an NPL had impact. See what you got, Bit. Oh, but Patsy shows himself. Nice frag. We'll have to return to middle. It implies the middle was less than held. Chopper cheated over to maintain it. Electronic has got a forward position in the sense he's...
look at Magix.
Oh. Yeah, he's going to go forward on that. He might have a chance. Oh yeah, not against Simple. So that's the odds equalized. Siren alone. Electronic good onto Chopper.
Just
Spotted Patsy, yeah, and he's chipped further away at him. This is a hard clear for Perfecto, and yeah, doesn't quite hit the money shot. Siren down, bomb to be planted, and a round to go Navi's way.
They want to save here, but Electronic's already starting to hunt, right? The money's not good over there on the Team Spirit side of things. You've got the high end right now, Wonderful with 3.4k, right? So if he loses this, the next round with the min-loss bonus is going to be a bit rough around the edges here for Team Spirit. Shot hit, but now they've given up the position. Patsy's still floating around top mid, so if they search too loudly or too quickly, there's still at least half time on that bomb. You can see everyone holding their horses here, including me. This should be Spirit just trying to retain these rifles.
This would be a frustrating death for NPL. Doesn't necessarily cost too much, but looks like Patsy's got to draw a line in the sand.
Losing a gun on either side of the server right now in the next 10 or so seconds would suck either way. So Perfecto needs to be careful on this. He's actually jumped across. He spotted him out. Patsy will remove one more, but loses his life in the process. And you can see here going into the next, Wonderful can drop a rifle, but
Looking at only a one-round game. They've kept it conservative. They know Wonderful saved an AWP, so they'll be aware that that is a threat.
This is the thing, as we see how they're not taking any long-range duels against him. It's like, well, if you want to push with that AWP, you will have to take all of this territory here. And how many options does he have to search with? Especially when they smoked off Dark at the start of the round. Electronic doing it the tricky way. That does stick the landing. So it's not going to molly them back from the doors, but definitely removes the ability to be able to push from that side. But the smoke has subsided, and they have gambled towards B here. There's 4 players currently on the side. As I say, that Chopper starts to pivot away.
Five sevens, very deadly at close range, and the AWP. Okay, Simple loses out. That bomb important. It was spewed and now retrieved. Surely he can assume there's someone close.
Chopper's going to push A main here. Depends on the timing for Navi now.
You want to get that bomb out of there, Electronic for the fight, and a pristine headshot. Now they can go knocking on the A door. Very loud about this. Chopper is here on Fountain, opting for a late swing. And hello, goodbye, says Bit, as you know, Patsy, who does deliver a headshot. NPL will have heard all of that from Magix.
Look at what they found in the meantime here, Siren and Magix. They picked up both of the AWPs here. So I think they're going to get their little mitts on these for as long as they can.
It's a pretty efficient save.
Right?
Yeah.
This would be really nice if you could hold on to these two.
4750 times 2?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do the maths for you, mate, but I can tell you it's definitely in the 10k range.
Yeah, okay. I was just going to try and do some, like, clever, cool boy maths on the fly, but that's not really me.
Well, 4 plus 4 is 8. There's 8,000.
Yeah.
750 plus 7, you got 1.4, 1.5. So you're going to find yourself at 9.5 thousand.
Thank you. So now I'm going to put that into the old Ghibli web and then divide that by this, which equals this. Okay. So yeah, it translates as about 1,900 per player in terms of what they could have otherwise been saving.
I see.
Like I was trying to kind of
average it across the team.
If it was, you know, say if it was 4 people alive saving whatever it would be.
Sure.
Yeah. So, not that exciting.
This is an exciting map pool, though. We have New Cup next and Ancient if we need it, and I think that those maps between these two teams should play out. And Patsy and Mid, the two riflers. They've had the support of their all-ping teammates, Simple and Wonderful, throughout on either side of the server. Siren and Bit for a bit of a duel, potentially over towards the... Oh, I wonder if Patsy wanted that to get stuck in the window right there or not, because Electronic, it's exactly where he's playing here, and he will be flushed out. So Patsy, a wise man. No way back up that ladder, Electronic.
Just got to know when it's right, when it's not. Regathering for this pincer in. Now, Magix is playing the line to Dark from jail. As I say that, he pulls off into IV. And this is the go. Simple to smoke, Simple likely going to be set up to close. And we've got a NPL
here on B.
surge through off of the flashbang. Waiting for that smoke to bloom. Flashes in, NPL through. Plateau occupied only for a moment as both the frags come in. Lovely textbook stuff out of NaVi, and what a perfect counter to AWPs in play is a full XX smokes. You wait for the smokes to bloom, you flash, you go, and the round falls into place.
And now they should hunt. They should at least throw 1 or 2 bodies here to try and remove this double AWP setup. Remove both of these from play. We'll be going 14-14 all tied up. 2,400 loss bonus into the next tier for Spirit, meaning they have to take a save and then play for overtime. So NaVi, again, could snatch ANUBIS away in the jaws of defeat here. Just to recount their 2 matches, they're 100% on this map. They haven't played an awful lot. One of them was a 19-17 and the one was a 16-14, I do believe.
Checking back in on that Patsy opening.
Chasing. Everything's gone. That one hurts. That one really hurts. And the go. Oh, and Simple straight through the smoke with the P250 in hand. AWP on the back, you don't need that.
Oh, that's a nasty one for Patsy to have to communicate. Yeah, brave from Magix when you've only got the USP. You do have to take a little bit of a gamble, pushing the Molotov. And Wonderful's got the most expensive weapon in play for Team Spirit, the whole $700 for his Desert Eagle. Chop up, walks into Electronic's crosshair, and it's Magix next for Electronic to farm up some kills. There's the Deeg.
I was just thinking about that mid-corridor, right, over towards the B side. What if they, like, cut the wall, like a 45-degree angle across, like, here or something, right? I know you can, like...
Yeah, I can see.
So that way it would open up so it can't just be smoked off, and then the mid-defense has a second position to fall back to hold it. Because the util right now is so overwhelming in both those positions. They're both just tight corridors.
And it's easy to lose it from, you know, no fault of your own.
Exactly, right? So, and a lot of teams talk about mid being one of the bigger issues here. So if there was a better alternative to playing it passive, then maybe that could change the dynamic here. We're talking a little bit of shop right now, but Team Spirit are in shock right now.
Or what if, looking at the map now, you see those A boxes, like when you're coming up the ramp from beach?
Here?
In that corner. What if it was like Cash and you could go up a little ladder and have a peaky hole? You know, when they kind of screwed Cash and added that extra thing in column.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a very out-of-the-box idea.
It is out of the box, but I'm just thinking like that would be a threat. You'd always have to be aware of it, and it would force the CTs to be in like awkward spots for A takes if they wanted to have someone there. It's like a give-take kind of thing.
It's a curious option.
Yeah. Through, Dark, early. Chopper gets himself a fresh mag. We'll need a lot more for this defense. It seems like NaVi want to go back to the script. They're going to close with the same exec that's gotten this far. Have Spirit found the remedy yet? Flashes are in. Perfecto to go first as an NPL does draw attention. Swings through and confirms 2 on B. Magix lives on. Got to be very careful. Simple's posted for him, trying to get himself out of trouble, but the mollies are coming.
Didn't he?
He's a dead man. Oh, he gets away before Simple can get back on the scope. Chopper down. He does find 2 before he falls. It makes it into a very rather level playing field. Will OT be necessary here on Spirit's pick as NaVi have dug themselves out of trouble?
Hold up. Bomb's not across yet. Perfecto will have to smoke this and does. Now they can actually get across and plant that bomb. And well, Simple, of course, he's not going to do it himself. Drops it to Perfecto, who's planning default. 2 smokes on the retake and a flash.
Oh, they could have gone for the wall bang. They're not to know, but yeah. That bomb's now down. NaVi 3 kills away from taking this pick away from Spirit and maintaining their conversion of ANUBIS. Simple shuts down Siren. It's a shooting gallery for Simple as the full 30.